Transitioning from their childhood identity to adulthood while still appealing to their young fan base is one of the biggest challenges with being a child star. Jojo Siwa has recently faced major backlash for her attempted switch from a bright-eyed, smiley, and colorful teen role model to a rebellious, edgy, and provocative pop star. However, the hostility toward Jojo is understandable, as this transition is obviously just for show. Welcome to the Demon Hive. Today I'm going to explain why Jojo Siwa's transition is failing miserably and show that even she doesn't believe in her new bad girl image. Jojo Siwa has always been known as a positive, hard-working, and charismatic dancer who rose to prominence on the popular Lifetime reality show Dance Moms. Jojo leveraged her youth, fame, and success to boost her YouTube channel and social media following. She was about 13 years old when she released her hit song, Boomerang, an upbeat song about childhood bullying. The song went on to earn 2 platinum certifications, and the music video had received over 1 billion views. Following that, the then 14-year-old signed and appeared in shows for kids such as Bizaardvark and The Thundermans, as well as various TV specials and award shows. She even established her own product line of JoJo's Bows, a highly profitable company that reportedly sold more than 80 million items, and as reported by Forbes, this totaled well over $400 million. Then by the age of 17, she was extremely wealthy and had an effective impact on millions of young fans all over the world. And of course, as they approach adulthood, child stars begin to consider how long they can or want to cater to young children. JoJo's more grown-up projects included competing on Dancing with the Stars and becoming a judge on So You Think You Can Dance. But those older viewers struggled to take her seriously as a judge, despite the fact that she had more than 10 years of dance experience. And besides, being a judge on these dance shows is typically a job for someone whose career is pretty much over. Jojo is only 20 years old and believes she has a lot more to offer the world. So she made a big change to let everyone know she is no longer a bright-colored child celebrity. Her fans were skeptical of her transition when she released her most recent single, Karma. The week after that, she posted a video with the caption, "My last week being a child star." But the official transition marks when she posted this warning video on TikTok.
Warning, the following content is not made for children and may be disturbing or offensive to some viewers. May contain sexual themes, violence, strong language, dramatic scenarios, and flashing lights. Viewer discretion is advised.
She later explained the warning in a video, saying, "It was important to me to give that heads up and be like, look, if you follow along, that's all you. If you want to go, now is the time." This was JoJo's formal way of informing the parents of her young fans that she is no longer a kid-friendly star.
No one has made this dramatic of a change yet. No one has made, in my generation, this extreme of a switch. And I am the first in the generation. It is very scary, but someone's got to do it.
When she finally teased the intro to her song, the comments were absolutely brutal.
I think that no matter what I put out first was going to get picked apart, of course. I mean, look, if it wasn't me doing it, I'd probably pick it apart too. It's the nature of the world. But I knew that whatever this first moment was something that I wanted to be as bold and as ballsy as possible.
Her song begins with the lyrics, "I was a bad girl, I did some bad things." And she also says that she was a wild child, which elicited increasingly negative reactions in the comment section. Nonetheless, Jojo claimed that something even crazier was about to happen.
Everyone's been talking about the song, oh, this about the song, that about the song. No one's even questioned the music video yet. I'm about to start sharing some things from the music video. And that's where it gets real crazy.
But then she started sharing music video snippets, so I guess the craziness was supposed to be the sexual dancing, the Lady Gaga inspired outfit, or maybe the Kiss inspired makeup. In reality, adults who look at Jojo Siwa's actions see her as a child who struggles so hard to be an adult that she seems even more like an awkward child.
There are people in my generation who have gone from child star to adult star in music world,
incredibly super successful careers, but not this 180, and not making it apparent that it's a 180. And so I'm really grateful to have
You're
this
giving me
moment.
chills over here.
However, no matter how hard she tried to create excitement, people couldn't be less excited about the release itself. JoJo's attempts to be a badass only gave the internet more reason to mock her. And finally, the song was released on April 5th, along with an interview in which JoJo claimed to be doing something groundbreaking.
It's your first project with Columbia, so tell me about the transition and how it is to jump into this new era with them.
It's been fun. There's never really been an influencer child star turned into musician adult star.
She went on to say she believes this next song is a significant step toward inventing a new genre.
I said, I want to start a new genre of music. And they said, what do you mean? And I said, well, it's called gay pop. And they were like, what's that? And I was like, it's like K-pop, right? But it's gay pop.
However, things got worse for JoJo when people on TikTok discovered she had not written the song herself. When you look at the music credits, you'll notice that Desmond Child, Timbaland, and Antonina Armada are listed as writers, with Rock Mafia as producers. Antonina Armada is a widely recognized songwriter who wrote popular songs like This Love by Maroon 5 and The Heart Wants What It Wants by Selena Gomez. Armada also wrote for Miley Cyrus on Disney Channel. As a result of this, some speculated that the song was written to celebrate Miley's transition into adulthood. When this information was made public, TikTok erupted with viral videos claiming JoJo stole the song. Public perception had shifted from JoJo is cringe to JoJo is cringe and a thief. Then Jojo Siwa decided to show off another unreleased song, and this song was quickly identified as stolen after being played for fans. TikTok users immediately recalled Emmeline, a different musician who had previewed the same song in 2022.
Jojo Siwa blatantly stole this TikToker's song from 2022 for her new album. So here's a clip from the original. And then here's the clip of Jojo Siwa stealing the song and then claiming she wrote it about one of her exes.
Because it is about one of my exes. Some of my exes are lovely. Some of my exes are mean.
Now this is the TikToker that she stole the song from, and you might be thinking, well, maybe they worked together on the song. But she responded to this in a recent comment saying, "Hi 2024 fans, I'm going to make a story time soon. I actually didn't sign off on it coming out with JoJo, not her fault. If my version gets love, I can still put it out after hers. Thanks for the support."
And then finally, JoJo addressed the allegations of her stealing songs.
Background on Karma, honestly, it's an old song. I was pitched it. I loved it, was obsessed with it, so I grasped onto it.
Why not that instead of a new song?
No, that's a very normal thing. A lot of songs are
Okay.
What happens is people write songs and they just don't do anything with them. And then a few years later, it makes more sense for another artist. You know?
Did you steal it from Brit Smith?
I did not steal anything. There's no such thing as stealing. No, I've seen that thing about the one Choose Your Fighter, one of my other songs. But no, that's the same situation. Somebody else did write it. I did not write the song. And
You got the rights to it.
But I have the rights to it.
So I want to clarify that JoJo did not steal her songs. Artists frequently do not write their own music and instead have music written by others proposed to them. The majority of the time, songwriters create a batch of songs and sell them to multiple artists, with the first artist to purchase the rights and publicly release the song being the true owner. So even though there were other people who worked on these songs, JoJo was the final person to purchase them, meaning that these songs are hers. And 99% of the most successful artists that you listen to have most definitely worked with songwriters. One thing to note is that JoJo's sample of her Choose Your Fighter song was not even her voice. I believe it was still Emmeline. So she didn't record her own version, but she still presented it, hoping that nobody would notice. However, JoJo is being far too open about her utter lack of songwriting skills. She is dressing up as the bad girl, but it's all for show.
Honestly, I wrote this rap song called The Lies Sound Better.
Ooh.
So sick, but I just can't do it yet.
You know, that's going to be another era that we're waiting on in the future.
I told my writer, I was like, look, faster than Busta Rhymes. I was like, challenge me.
Oh, wait, she's got speed on the skills too?
Oh yeah.
In my opinion, the main reason no one takes her seriously is that she's trying to convince us that she's in her bad girl era, but her actions show that she's not. Jojo stated that she wanted her bad girl era to have a Miley Cyrus Bangers type of vibe.
It is a work of art, it is sickening, and it is the full 180 moment that I have always wanted. And the fact that people are comparing it to Miley's Bangers moment, like, goal achieved. It's like when people were trying to tell me that I was dressing like G-Flip. I was like, thank hallelujah, I did it. Like, that was the goal.
Miley's bad girl era was epic, but Jojo should remember that Miley was truly bad. Miley was huffing salvia, shaking her ass on Robin Thicke at the VMAs, and wearing practically nothing at all at most of her events back in 2013. She was taking extreme risks and received a lot of criticism for it. But Miley did that because she felt imprisoned by Disney Channel and the Hannah Montana brand, and she wanted to live her life on her own terms, without needing to justify herself to others. Miley often stated in interviews that she despised the Hannah Montana role, hated wearing the wig, despised doing press interviews, and felt like a fake to her young fanbase. Miley was doing everything she could to stay away from the Disney image, even if it meant losing her young fans and the millions of dollars that came with it, which clearly Jojo Siwa isn't willing to let go of.